Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad you all could be with us. Also, those tuning in through our friends at iHeartRadio, Amazon Music Podcast, as well as Spotify, thank you all for being with us as well. We're excited to welcome Victor Migalchan to our program today. We're talking to him not only about his love of the arts and entertainment, but also he's the CEO of Movieverse Entertainment. We'll talk about some of the projects they have that's going on, but also what it's been like for him to do what he loves in the arts and entertainment world, and to literally share that with the world as well. If you guys are not staying connected with Victor as well as Movieverse online, we'll let you know where to find them for sure. Victor, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hey, glad to do it. So, Victor, when I was prepping for your segment, one of the things that I noticed that we have in common is that you also love interviewing people and sharing their story. I enjoyed being able to watch some of your interviews as well. But we're also able to see, even on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, some of the work you've been able to do. What has it been like for you, Victor, to be able to discover your own passion for the arts and now to be able to share them with others through your own company?
Well, definitely, it's a great experience. It's something that you cannot really express well with the words. It's a big feeling, and everything begins with exploration of your own self. What's your message? What's your purpose? What's your mission in the world? And I would say that my role, my actions in the entertainment business and the industry, it's more about the role which I believe I have as a professional martial artist. With all these responsibilities, with all my cultural background, it's all about the message to the world rather than only art. But I'm really happy that these two could be combined and shown in a very artistic way with, artistic saying, something more than just, a dry message, which I assume people would feel better, would be able to relate. So, it's a big system, and I'm really happy to be a part of it, and I'm happy to see that our part is growing and people really like what we do. They like our authenticity, they like our diversity, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, and again, that has to be one of the great things for you as well, Victor, is that people are recognizing for one your passion. Have you always known that this was a world that you were passionate about, that you wanted to be a part of?
Yeah, I think so. I think I can say yes. I've been interested in this sphere since I think I was a little kid. I got involved into martial arts, and I've been always in the public. I come from a family which was in the public as well, but on the different side. Like, my parents are doctors, so it was more about the healthcare and how to be healthy. And my grandfather, he was a very active person, so I think I inherited that from my family. But also, I have my own beliefs and my messages, and I think that you have to go and to do what you believe is right. You read the word of God. You go along with these words. You learn. You try to be a better person than you were yesterday, and all the messages which you have to the world as a leader, you share. And I would definitely love to share through books, but since right now it's an era of videos, it's the best way to go and to reach people.
And I think that is the cool thing. And Victor, again, I noticed when I was prepping for this, you've been able to find success not only, of course, in your own journey, but also in projects that you've been able to be a part of. Did you see Movieverse Entertainment as a natural next step? Because, you had been in front of the camera already. Did you see it as a next step to be able to create projects that not only you believed in, but that other people would enjoy?
Definitely. That was the plan and the idea even before Movieverse was born. Before getting to actually creation of the projects and bringing investment and, working with investment and everything, you need to get a decent and different experience, I would say this way. So I decided to get more into practical and start from different sides of the business before I actually launch the company and launch the show, or whatever product would it be. So I worked in front of the camera, I worked behind the camera. I never, I'm from Europe. I never came to the U.S. to look for a job. My primary goal was to bring something to the people, whether it's martial arts, authentic ones, not the marketing thing, or investment or projects, so people can realize their, own dreams, their own passions, and so on and so forth. This is what's actually my big passion. And this is how in 2019 Movieverse was born, and then we gave a birth to the pilot. We showed the pilot around to many people, and then we got the season. And now we're looking to already 3 shows. So My American Family, Season 2, the Modern Kung Fu. We shot the pilot, so we are into pre-production of Season 1. We shot Season 1 of a cooking show, Dragon Chef. We have 2 feature films in pre-production and 1 animation series for kids. And then, we always have to choose to pick what is our special thing, our routine, right? And our routine is authenticity of cultures. We cannot have, let's say, a person from Hungary playing a person from Sweden, or a person from Argentina playing a person from Mexico. I always love authenticity of all the cultures and the languages and the accents to bring the actual beauty and diversity and variety to the audience and show how we can all live happily together, collaborate together, build businesses together, This is the main idea and the main thing in each show so far.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, and to see the hard work paying off, we're going to talk more about that. You mentioned My American Family. I want to definitely talk about that success. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Victor Migalchan to our program today. We're talking with him not only about his own success in front of the camera, but also what he's been able to build now with Movieverse Entertainment and the work that they're able to do. Already this year, Victor, My American Family Season 1, winning awards, Best Web TV Series, was already awarded this year. I mean, when you see that, it's one thing to see the audience reaction, but when you see the critics responding to it and recognizing it, does that make you feel also that you are creating the kind of content that you intended to do?
It does, on certain points. The ideas which I'm bringing back, back to the TV, they might get really a ton of critics, which might not be positive, but it's not the thing which really would worry me. What I'm thinking about is how to bring more to my team, how to bring more projects, how to get more investment, how to help the community. We've been running free martial arts classes for the Chinese community to help them self-defend themselves, and, the more response we get for, let's say, Season 1, My American Family, the better I understand how to create, how to put together Season 2 to get, again, more investment so my team would be able to, buy themselves a house, buy a better car, get better something for their kids. This is my main focus rather than only, getting an award is fine. It's nice, but honestly, it's a thing which I'm thinking about it only for a minute, and it's already past. I cannot live in the past.
It's a really good point, and it's a powerful point too, Victor. So I'm curious then, that brings up an interesting thing, though, about success. People will look at you and say that you are successful because of what you've been able to do, what you're building. How is your idea of what success is for you? How has that changed for you?
Success is being able to do what you believe is right, to do what you think is makes you happy, to do what makes you happy, actually. Honestly, I always compare my development to the best, and I'm doing okay. I cannot say I'm successful. I do what I love. I'm fortunate. I thank God for this, and I appreciate every single day. But Arnold Schwarzenegger is a successful person in the business. Sylvester Stallone, I'm definitely not there yet, or like James Cameron or Steven Spielberg or another of my favorite writers, Doug Allen, who are on the crest of the wave. I'm still swimming. I'm still getting there. So, I'm happy to have this opportunity. I'm happy to have the mindset of, just keep going. I'm happy for having this past in authentic Chinese martial arts. A little bit of happiness, I'm getting from people actually liking what we do or disliking in a way that I feel like, okay, I got the message to the right point.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I tell you, it is such a great thing to be able to see. You mentioned, of course, some of the things that are coming up for you. I mean, with one, of course, being season 2 of My American Family, and then, of course, updates about modern Kung Fu as well. I mean, the role of social media for you, Victor, have you found that to be a big way that you've been able to stay connected with the world?
Definitely. I see it as a great tool because we all can stay connected. Now, a lot of people who want to develop in the industry, they have way more chances than it was in the past when we had only a few networks or studios. Now, instead of just paying for a bunch of acting classes, you can actually invest and produce your own stuff and showcase it to the world. And, a lot of influencers in here and especially in China, they make as much money as A-list celebrities, sometimes even more. So, on one hand, it's a great tool for people to develop, to make money. It's a great advantage. If there's an actor with good social media following and without, mostly studios or companies would pick the one who has the following because it's a value. Now, there is always, yin and yang. There's a little negative side of it because people are getting so social media driven. They are getting disconnected from the real world, real people. Right. They're getting dependent. And, we always have to diversify. Like, imagine for a second, one day the internet is down for whatever reason. You cannot communicate with people. You have no people, right, because the social media is down. You cannot make money because the only thing which you knew how to do is take a picture or a video, edit it, and put it online. And then, right, so we have to find a little bit of a balance between the reality and the social media. But other than that, it's a great tool for business for developing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're so glad that we had a chance, Victor, to be able to speak with you today. Really appreciate you stopping by the program. How can our audience stay connected with you and keep up with the updates that are coming from Movieverse Entertainment?
Thank you so much for having me, and our audience, everyone who is interested. I always showcase as much as I have time to showcase on Instagram, Victor Migalchan or Movieverse Entertainment. These pages, the same pages are in Facebook. I don't think I really use much of Twitter, but mainly Instagram and Facebook. Also our websites of the Movieverse Entertainment is Movieverse.net and myamericanfamily.net. But mainly social media, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, Victor, congratulations to you again and to the cast and crew for all the success you all are having this year. Looking forward to what's to come and looking forward to our next conversation together.
Likewise. Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure to talk to you, and I'm looking forward to our next conversation as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Victor. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.